a forum tomorrow. Not a forum. Going to have a meet and greet tomorrow. Police Officer Association. We'll see what happens. I don't think that it's going to be made in a forum, answer a question type of setting, but we'll see. Hey, Frankie,
How's it going, Erasmo? Good evening.
you letting that beard grow? What?
Yeah, I'm going for the caveman look. I think I'm gonna do something a little bit different, but I do desperately need to go see my barber. So this is the look that I have to deal with for now.
And you know what I don't understand is you have this show. It's called the Barber Talk Show, and you have absolutely no clear concept what a barber is.
I've actually been MIA. I've been a little bit busy, been under the weather, but hopefully we'll get back into it. And the next time I'll be on the Barber Talk Show, I have a nice fade and maybe a little trim on the beard. How's it going, Roman?
Doing good, dude. What's up with everyone having a couch or a comfortable seat? It's great. You have everyone's look different today.
Well, if you've been following my show, you know that I'm having issues with the camera.
I know.
Hey, Erasmo, let's do the Roman look.
What's up with my hair, dude? Like, what's up? I didn't even brush my hair right, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's the you know, I've been having issues with the camera. Frankie, I mean, you're supposed to come and help me with the camera.
I'll stop by tomorrow morning. I promise. I'll be there. I'll be there around 9:30 ish.
I literally had to go, and I didn't have to, but I bought me a camera.
No, all right. I thought maybe with your microphone or something.
Whoever's watching on Erasmo's show, get off Erasmo's page and go to Frankie Olivo page and watch the show.
Why?
Why not? Good evening, Teresa.
Oh, you
Yeah, do not do that. Who else is running for city commissioner? Place one. Nerdskonsky.
There's no place one. It's District 1.
District 1.
I know. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine where people do position 1, place 1, District 1, precinct 1. It's like, no. Because it makes no sense why it's that many different names, but yeah.
Why is my audio not good?
Are you in your settings?
Oh my god!
Because Roman has the best audio in the world. That's why.
There. Yeah. I hate this. My whole system but messes up. Camera's out, and because I'm using the computer's camera, and automatically picked up the computer's microphone. So
yeah,
it sounded horrible.
It's okay. It'll get better.
I remember my first podcast.
You're rookie.
Anyway, I'm actually going through my news feed. Erasmo, it's 3 years. Oh, you've been doing wine with cheese every Sunday, but for us rookies, Roman, remember we did our first podcast with Erasmo. I don't even remember.
Yes, I know. We were in his office right before the pandemic, and then we never did it again in person.
Well, here we are
because of COVID. Are we allowed to say COVID now, or did that get us banned still? I don't know. I don't know the rules anymore on social media. Hey, Kat.
Hola, Kat. I think we can say COVID. Well, I am trying to get this place set up over here so I could have my live studio, which was actually the reason why I rented this damn office. It's so big.
So you're gonna have like layered chairs and everything, and be like Sean Hannity, like free ticket, get your free ticket. You're gonna charge people.
Well, I was hoping to do like a little Johnny Carson setup.
And you actually have like the head and everything. It's great.
That would be cool. If you have like a little sofa and then you have a little desk type of deal.
Well, I already have the sofa.
Well, thank you for using the right gender OS and what do you call that whenever you do it in Spanish? When you conjugate, it's not conjugated. It's when you
what conjugal? What are you talking about?
Stop it. When you conjugate a verb and do the right thing. No, that she did the right pronoun stuff. Because apparently the USA Today got really all hit in a hissy fit over the misgendering of the crazy person that decided to kill 3 innocent children in Tennessee today.
Yeah, I think I read on Frankie's. I think you posted up Frankie, right? it's horrible. And it's just horrible.
Mhm.
You don't reason yet? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's it.
Wait,
That's
wait.
all I know.
He. It's a he, Frankie.
Well,
It's a he. We have to do the right pronouns, or then the USA Today gets all mad. He,
yeah,
even though it's
correct.
a female.
But
Right.
okay, uh, I'm not going to go into it because I'm going to probably get it all this wrong. But was born a male.
No, born a female. Born a female. Thinks
Identify.
of identifies as a male. Yeah, born a female identifies as a male.
Yeah, that's where it gets all confusing. And I mean, again, anyone can call themselves whatever they want. Again, I will fight for anyone's right to consider themselves he, she, whatever you want. I don't care. But it gets confusing when you go out there and kill someone, and you're trying to struggle to figure out like. Because I thought it was a girl, honestly.
Well, no, it is a girl who identifies as a male or man.
Well, and
The parts are girl. We assume. I haven't seen any.
if she wants to call herself a guy, I'm okay with that. But I think the issue is after you kill 3 kids,
No shit. I'm sorry.
it's just like, should I call you a female or male? And I don't know what and this is one of the other things. I mean, what statistic is it going to fall under? Because if I read it right, this is only the third female. If we can the fourth female, if we consider her a female, to be in a mass shooting situation. Is that right, Frankie?
Yeah, the only thing that I have issue with is that now people are going to use the whole, oh, this happened because she's or he is LGBTQ. I hope not, but that's the rhetoric people are using, unfortunately.
Well, how many of them have of those people have done mass shootings in recently? We had the Colorado one, the one where your friend Roy de las Chaclas was out there like hate. There's a bunch of hate everywhere, hate, and then I think he just shut his mouth up when he found out that it was a tranny, one of the members of the flag.
Well, this one is also a member of the flag. But
Mhm.
look, and again, one of the things that I think that we could maybe all agree on is that there's a mental health issue going on around there. And
100%.
there's a
But you
mental
have to identify it as a mental health issue. You do because you're sane, but then you have people that are at the Texas legislature today when somebody asks, can a man have can a man have a baby? And there's a doctor, an endocrinologist said, yes, a man can have a baby. And I'm like, are you stupid? I want to borrow Erasmus phrase. I just don't want to get because then you're going to get alphabet. Yeah.
well, and out there that decides to go shoot up a shoot.
They do.
They consider themselves whatever pronoun they want to consider themselves. There's a mental health issue going on, and it's going out throughout the country. So let me just say this because I'm not saying, in case anyone wants to interpret this, I'm not saying that individuals who decide to consider themselves a different sex, or individuals that want to change genders, or individuals that are any part of the LGBTQIA, don't consider any of these individuals having a mental. Some do.
It just that there's 1.8 million people that are living in Texas right now that considers them part of the flag, part of the alphabet people. And I'm like, 1.8 million people? Really? There's like only what 20, 30, 7 million people that in Texas that consider. Oh no, sorry, my math is wrong. Close to 6 million people. No, I take it back. That's more than 6% of the population in Texas that considers themselves that. Like that's just odd. It's just a huge number. Like used to believe. What's that guy that Kensington? Is it Kennington? I don't know. I know that the guy from Taken. Yeah, listen, play him. Kenzie.
mental issue decided to consider themselves he, she. God bless everyone. This is still America, so God bless everyone. I have issues with individuals shooting people, innocent people. I have issues with, and I'm hoping that something can be learned from this, and something can be done in order to quench, and prevent this from happening. But I don't think that unless I read, you don't know right after a shooting what's going on. But I think that the school was locked down, or was closed. This individual went out there and shot a locked door open, and then went in there and killed three staff members and three children. And again,
But
it's horrible.
like, what's going through your mind to do something like that?
It's horrible.
But I had a friend of mine earlier this afternoon get mad at me. Well, not get mad, just point out. Well, I guess that means Governor Abbott is wrong about locking the doors and raising fences. I guess that's not going to stop someone. I'm like, it like that's something. I mean, locking the door.
Well,
It's really hard to stop crazy sometimes.
well, let me say that if it had not been for the locked door, if it hadn't taken him or her 15, 20, 30 seconds, to shoot through the door, God only knows how many more children could have died. So
Mhm.
we don't know.
Well, we definitely need more, police officers. I know Senator Cruz went out and was upset because he wants to fund schools having the ability to have at least one security guard or a police officer in every school, which I think that is a deterrent and that would be a good thing. And Senator Cruz said, "Oh, we don't want. Nobody wants to do this." And I know that the legislature is currently taking care, talking about this particular issue, and hopefully something will be done. And
No,
funding, I think the governor does want to fund law enforcement at schools. I think that is going to happen. That is something that's important. So.
yeah, Hidalgo's getting everyone arrested over there. We had the principal get arrested, coach got arrested, and it's a constant. But it happens here too. So it's not just a Hidalgo thing. It's a systematic everything thing. Anything that has to deal with children places a lot of individuals in a very, very horrible position sometimes. Almost here is so perfect. It's all right.
Okay.
Let me say one of the things that I really does bother me, and it happened today, was how Jessica Tetreault continues to go out there and use the Brownsville Police Department as her puppy. And look, guys, Brownsville Police Department needs to step away from being used by these city commissioners, to fight their fights. And I'm amazed that individuals would actually come out and trying to defend Jessica. For
Really?
well, what they were trying to say was, oh well, the sign was blocking people from being able to see. Uh, Lights are everywhere. The individuals will go right, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. You guys got it right.
He was at Four Corners, correct?
Yes.
And he was on the island. How exactly is he blocking people from being able to go when there's literally lights telling you what to do? You're not supposed to be looking at the signs when you're driving. You're supposed to be looking at the light to tell you when to go. So how are you blocking people?
Yeah. Estaba muy estirada de los pelos. Look, guys, anyone, I don't care if you're a supporter of that chick, everyone out there needs to be concerned that in a time where our police force is very limited, an officer is pulled from patrolling our streets, keeping us safe, in order to go take care of one of our commissioners dropping her purse, breaking a fingernail, or just wanting to exert some vengeance against an individual who is upset with her, who lives in her district.
Mhm.
So that's what concerns me. Because one of the things that a lot of people need to understand, what's going to happen, because she did this, she did one of these things to me one time. I don't know if y'all remember, but I posted her phone number, which is public record. Posted her phone number because she had stated, anyone that needs a ride, I will give them a ride. And I said, okay. So here's your number. Posted her number. She stated it. She filed a police report. Waste of time.
So what happened with that police report? I do remember. I remember this happening, but I'm curious. What did the police do? Did
They
they
call-
did they put you in handcuffs or something or what?
No, they called me in for an interview. And I said,
Mhm.
sure. So I walk into the interview. They take me to this padded cell, to this padded room with recorders and cameras and record the whole thing. And they said, are you okay with re-record? I said, yes, I don't care. I did nothing wrong. Would you like an attorney? I said, for what? Am I being arrested? Hell no. I'm not going to bother my attorneys with something so stupid. And I mean, I went at it with them and I told them everything. Look, it's public record. You could get the number from anywhere. She clearly stated she wanted to give individuals a ride that needed a ride. I was just helping her out. Simple as that. And I put her in a Scooby Doo van type of picture.
I remember that.
But she then goes and tries to use the police force to come after Erasmo Castro.
Mhm.
So, and I think a lot of people back then thought of it was, oh, it's cute and it's funny. Think of it this: what's going to happen next time that you brush against your Tesla? Is she going to use a police force to go after you? What's going to happen next time that you decide to be vocal
Did
on
did did,
social
did,
media?
did the district attorney do anything about this official oppression? That it feels to me, and I still have I think an opinion in this world or in this country anyway. It feels like this was official oppression. So why did the district attorney investigate this particular incident? Because she
Never.
used her personal police force to go after you?
Well, no, because whilst they're in that little group, there's judicial
Mhm.
prosecution.
Mhm.
People will choose who to go after. They're not going to go after it. That's something that, again, going back into Parahumada, something that Parahumada knows very, very well. Decided to go after Parahumada full force.
Mm.
They went after Carlos Elizondo full force. They'll go after an Erasmo Castro full force. They never went after Sylvia Atkinson. Never.
Mm.
They'll never go after Trey Mendez. They will never go after Tony Martinez. Will never because these individuals are in that little group, and that's what's unfortunate. Selective justice.
No.
Nothing will happen to these folks.
So, but did you find out? Did they drop the case against you?
I don't.
I mean, was there a case? We don't know.
I just got called in for questioning. I don't think that they.
I mean, I would want the police to give me something and to say you didn't do anything wrong,
I didn't care.
and then maybe you could then contact your attorney and maybe go after Jessica for the mental strain you had on you caused by this incident going in a padded cell.
Yeah. I had a Brian.
I would have been worried.
So now we have two types of Republicans: your typical Republicans and the MAGA Republicans, the Green Barts and the McCarthys. Maybe it's gonna. Let me tell you.
Was McCarthy even a Republican?
Let me say this, guys. Republicans need to stop shooting themselves in the foot, 100%. But Democrats need to stop being stupid. Guys, gotta stop being stupid. If you think going out there and saying that you're going to arrest Donald Trump is a good political move, you are mistaken. It's going to backfire on you. And I think, because he was supposed to get arrested last Tuesday, I think they're starting to realize that and going like, maybe we should have tried to arrest him. You will make him a martyr because all of those MAGA people, they're going to come out in force because a lot of people are concerned that the rules do not apply to everyone equally and that those that are in power ultimately make up the rules, whichever way they decide. And it's selective justice. Because again, never nothing. And she deleted, I don't know, 30,000 emails or some crap like that. Nothing ever happened to Hunter Biden. You got a laptop out there showing that he was out there smoking crack. And in contact with Ukraine, China, and everything else. It's there. You can't deny it. Nothing's happened. Nothing.
Didn't he? Didn't he like falsify a federal document to get a gun? And isn't that like a crime? And the ATF guy said last week they take that stuff seriously.
But nothing. And
But
I saw
it's still there.
I saw I saw those commentary. The part that people, the cover of the bedroom, now is concerned with Trump and his bedroom antics, paying off this chick, And I'm going like, you can't have it both ways. O todos rabones o todos coludos. And the same thing goes with our local elected officials. There should be equal justice for everyone, especially those individuals that have harmed our community, like has been the case with PUB in Tenasca. It's harmed our community. And again, this is one case. What? One project. One project. Something that John now is on. It's so crazy, folks, to start seeing my opponents all of a sudden agreeing with Erasmo. Like all of a sudden, everything that we've been talking about, folks, for a while now. Oh, well, yeah, well, we're going to lower our rates. Oh, we've got to find out what happened to Alaska. Anyone and everyone that had anything to do with it needs to be prosecuted. And we're like, it's my platform.
I can't help but be a little. I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt you, but I'm a little embarrassed about some of the people that live in District 1 that have a John Cowan sign outside their yards. What BS did he pull to get you to put a yard sign on your yard? I mean, what did he promise lower your PVP bill or what? Them. I'm tempted to knock on person.
Go do it.
Do it.
But Frankie, in September, John went out there and said, normal, nothing to see here, guy. I mean, you saw his post.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to see here. It's happening everywhere. And that was the crap that they were trying to sell us, Frankie. It's happening everywhere.
And we've seen it at the national level with abuse of power, abuse of their position, and we're seeing it here in the city of Brownsville. We had this man on Four Corners who, and this is the second consecutive day, in my opinion, if I remember correctly, that he has held up a sign, demonstrating his discontent with his representative, which is Commissioner Jessica Techo for District 2. And also at Asmo, I think there's an audio out there that shows our commissioner how my colleagues would say in her true colors. In that audio, I'm not sure if your viewers, if the world has heard it at Asmo, but she uses the terms or the lingo such as, Roman, I'm in the majority and I could do pretty much whatever I want.
I'd love to hear this audio. I don't think I've heard this audio.
Oh, we can put it.
Hey, Commissioner, how's it going? Going good. How are you? Hanging in there. Sounds good. Well, I just wanted to apologize to you for getting so mad about the bike patrol. It's just super angry, and I have requested their presence to help with the trash dumping in my area, and they always tell me no because they're so busy downtown, and then to find out that they're like going to be cycling at night too just really angers me because it's over half of the list. Luckily right now, thank God, I sit on the movie side of it. Doesn't always to do like whatever I want, and it's really close up because I have like my 2 8 for her frick. Well, they have Cesar that are agreeing with me at the moment.
Yeah.
But anyways, you're doing a good job. Just like, because the decision's coming out very soon, make sure you keep all of your commissioners very happy and talk to them and keep them in the loop and show up the of the city and how you're going to fix it and what your plans are. Like, I think
I'm saying majority. I can do whatever the hell. That's how it works. That is Commissioner Jessica Teto. But and again, it is back when
That laugh.
it was stated back then because someone may mention it was an audio caught back when it was Commissioner Longoria, Commissioner Cesar de Leon, and
Juan
Juan
Mujia.
Mujia. So it was an old video, but audio, but it does give you who is the guy. I thought it was Judge Benice, but
No. It wasn't like the fire. Was it the police chief at the
police
time?
chief. Yeah,
The interim police chief.
yeah. I was on the.
I don't know.
I was on the not exactly knowing who it was. I actually thought it was Benice, but it could have been the police chief, and basically telling them, "Look, got to pick up the trash that's at my house. Got to watch over who's throwing the trash because y'all are understaffed, undermanned, and pulling people, to put them over there downtown to patrol downtown. It's taking away from people taking care of my stuff. I sit on the majority, and I can do anything I want."
Roman, that's very damning when it seems like a threat, kind of in a nice, joking way, saying, "Hey, I'm in the majority. I got cool things happening. Make sure this stuff, gets taken care of." Don't you see it as that?
Well, yeah, but it also people in District 2 might be happy with her because she's fighting for us and she wants patrols in our district and not just focus on other districts. But how is she going to be able to do that if she's mayor? I mean, how is she going to be able to have equal patrol everywhere? Don't know. She's not going to be mayor, but doesn't, I'm just curious how she plans on doing that.
She'll never be mayor. Thank God. Erasmo Castro needs to be mayor of the city of Brownsville.
What are you eating?
These are vitamin C.
Oh.
Panalia. You can't see it, but it's honey vitamin C.
Oh, great. Do you feel sick or something?
No, I just do a lot of preventative stuff.
Ah, yes.
But you are right, Asmo. It does show you her true. What's happened if she were to win the mayor race. You think she's going to have the best interest of the city employees? Saying, "Hey, I'm the mayor. I'm in the majority. You best do whatever I say, or else."
Well, what you say is very important to all my city employees out there. You could be on the short end of the stick if you don't abide by whatever the hell an individual like Jessica Tetro would ever become mayor of the city of Brownsville. And this is part of the problem. These folks, guys, have not separated themselves from governing the city. The mayor and the city commissioners are not there to govern the city. We have a city manager's office out there. We're supposed to run the city. These guys are supposed to oversee everything that happens in the city, provide a budget, provide a city manager. That's what they're supposed to be doing. It's not what they're doing. They want control of it all. And that's what's really, really scary. Because does the city of Brownsville want 4 more years of Trey Mendez, Tony Martinez, Pat Ahumada? Now, let me say, there's going to be a State of the Union address next week. State of the City address.
Oh no, from Trey. Another one? Didn't he just do one?
Or probably, I don't know, $50 a pop for anyone wanting to go listen to that.
Who wants to listen to Trey? Like, yeah, like you're gone, dude.
I
You're
will
no
say,
longer gonna be mayor.
I will have State of the Union, State of the City address at no charge to people.
Is he gonna wear his what the Tom Cruise type sunglasses? The like he likes to wear out there because he thinks he's all badass. He's short like Tom Cruise, so I guess that's why he wears those sunglasses.
But there's a real issues facing our city right now, and we really, really, truly need to dig deep in ourselves. For anyone out there that's on the fence, guys, in regards to whether to go out and vote or not, guys, your vote is very, very important in this race because you have a big old chunk of individuals out there that are going to be disgusted by the two individuals that are on the commission to be running again. And then you got another guy out there that's telling people to write Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck on the damn ballot. Guys, your vote.
Okay, can I ask you about that? There is there is not going to be a write-in line on the ballot, right?
None.
So how exactly are we supposed why?
They could write his name over my dot, over my little space. Just write it in there.
Oh, you want to write it over, but then bubble in your space? No, that would be wrong. You cannot say that at Osmo. That is, you told them to do that because they're telling people to. Isn't that? Your name with there's not a place for you to write. They're telling people to face a ballot. You should
My name, small little letters in the little bubble next to my name.
I will not talk about it.
But also, and you did it, Osmo, and Jim Barton, kind of giving a foreshadowing is what Brownsville wants. We had Pat Almada, the $26,000 check deposited into his account. We had Tony Martinez wanting to give Lincoln Park Casa de Nylon $2.3 million. And we have Trey Mendez, the $200,000 in the cookie jar. Now, we have heard, and this is nothing that we're making up. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Does Jessica have or had at one point a with the city?
Yeah.
The something
100%.
We have John Cowan, who is on the
Chief
big board and is pretty much bet from these people are going to hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in this race that pays $0. And we all know they spend so much money for so little. True change. These people back. I suggest you read it, telling, and it kind of foretells of what direction Brown was headed. Each individuals get elected.
Yeah, we're in trouble, guys. And look, one of the things that I think, and I'm hoping that the sense that I'm getting from a lot of people here in the city of Brownsville is that they're a suffice. And one of the things that I hear from John's camp is that John think that he won this race. Individuals out there, a lot of pundits out there are saying like, "Well, John's won this race." Shouldn't count his chickens before they're hatched. The sentiment of the people is our people are hurting, and I think that a lot of folks out there have heard enough that they're probably going to come out and vote. And there's a huge disconnect between Jessica and John and the people of Brownsville that they seem to not get it.
Do you feel there's a sentiment for people of Brownsville that want to come out and vote in May? I mean, maybe I'm disconnected from the rest of the world, but I feel like there's not that excitement. Like I want to go out and vote for any of these people. I'm not including you at either of those two individuals. I don't see it. Yeah, there are people who have their yard signs, but I do know from one of my neighbors who they were like, yeah, sure, whatever, put a sign. And I was like, are you sure? Why do you have the sign? And he's like, they just asked me to. I don't really care. I'm not gonna vote for that guy. Okay, well, that's great. There are a lot of people that do that, especially in my district. That's why I want to know because there's a lot of signs out there for John. I want to know if that's everybody.
Well, I think that I heard from some individuals that were out there passing push cards or flyers for Jessica, and these people were out there going like, "Well, we're really going to vote for Erasmo, but she's paying us." So a lot of folks, not really excited about the candidates that they might be wearing shirts for, putting up signs for.
But don't they understand that just because you're getting paid, you're telling people to go vote for her, but you're going to vote for somebody else, you're hurting your own vote? Don't they understand that?
Yeah, that's why I'm
Like
saying,
that's what they're hurting themselves. Like, I mean, I'm not going to go tell people, hey, let's say, for example, let's say Jessica's paying me to go out there and block walk for her, whatever. I'm not going to go block walk for her and vote for you at Osmo. That would be stupid. That would be dumb. I'm diminishing the value of my vote.
well, I think what happens is economics. A lot of people here are really, really struggling. Plus, they do hire a lot of individuals that do not have legal documentation to work anyway. I
But
mean,
then how can they vote for you? They're illegals.
well, I mean, I'm not saying that the individuals that we spoke to, that's the case for them. But Jessica is well known for hiring individuals, without the proper legal documentation, and then wanting them to pay them, slave wages. Wouldn't be the first, and it's probably not going to be the last. It's going to be an interesting race, and I'm excited about meeting up with the three other candidates tomorrow at the Brownsville Police Officers Association meet and greet. It will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. out there next to Domino's on Alton Glore and Paredes Line Road.
Is it open to the public, or is it just for the police to show up and that's it?
Honestly, do not know.
Because isn't that usually the case? It's only for us. It's our union. We're putting together. It's for us, not for you. And then they're going to end up, endorsing one of the good people because they want to do that. I remember that when I ran. I think it was in 2011. When I ran against Rick, I felt I did really well in the forum. I had a lot of people come out to me and tell me, "Yeah, we're going to support you. We're going to tell the union to endorse you." And then somehow or another they endorsed Rick, and it was a very, very, very close between me and Rick in that year. So it's like you never know what's going to end up happening.
Oh, they're going to endorse. They're going to endorse the other candidates.
Yeah, I would venture to guess if I were putting money on it, and I'm not, that they'll go with John.
100%. Well,
it's going
to be John or Jessica that they. And again, me knowing that that's where they're going to. It's not something I'm just going to avoid. I'm going to go out there and remind them, each and every one of them, you're voting for the same individuals that have placed you in harm's way, in jeopardy.
But they're going to be happy because they didn't just get like a pay raise or something, or they got a new contract just recently.
Well, it happens only as soon as elections start to rear their head, and that's what's unfortunate. But again, it is what it is. You can't change the corrupt political machine that exists here, and unfortunately, a lot of these groups become a part of that corrupt political machine. So it is what it is. Huh?
Will you be streaming it?
They didn't let us stream it last time. I'm going to do my best to stream it anyway.
Why not? They're suppressing the people again.
Yeah,
I guess the words that occur at that union of these officers only belong to them, and they're the only ones who have privy to listen to those words. No one else. Is that what they're saying?
That's exactly what they're saying.
Okay,
but
I'm just wondering.
I want to see if I can record it or at least like hide like I'm recording it, so it'll be recorded live. I'm sure they're going to say something about it cannot be recorded, but
I'm just wondering, do your words belong to them? You're the one speaking, right? Before them. Like, do you sign a document that says, when I speak in this room with you, I belong to you only?
We'll see. We'll do my best. Dorsman or not, you will run circles. Yes. Also have I put it up there on can't remember the date.
The 11th?
Huh? The 11th? Yeah, couple no.
At 8 a.m. At 7
Yes.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. 8:15.
April 13th at the Alonso building.
Yes, mayoral candidate race. I got it on my calendar.
The reason I say that what I'm saying is I don't understand unions or groups that do forums for candidates and only allow that, because it happens a lot in the BISD races. I remember one time I tried to go into one of them when they had it was in front of the idea on Paredes. I tried to go in, they're like, no, you can't. I'm like, well, why not? It's like, no, it's only for members. Only members can come in, and that's it. It's like, it's ridiculous. Why? Like, why? You should be able to let other people speak. And so any politician that's running out there that agrees to attend these kinds of events should not. But you're going to it, Almog. I understand why you're doing it, but I don't think any candidates should go before unions or groups or anything like that that only allowed them to hear the words. And general people can't go into it.
I agree, but I agree. But that's something that I think that it's going to be very, very difficult to change. And in the meantime, I'm going to take advantage of the situation to go out there and blast the crap out of them. My name is Maximus Decimus, as commander of the armies of the North, General Felix Legion's loyal servant to the true Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Father of the murdered son, husband and murder of the wife, and I will have my vengeance in this.
Are you gonna watch the Pope's Exorcist or something with the guy he's quoting right now? Russell Crowe's gonna play a priest that's an exorcist. Wow.
You'll have to have a revolution to throw him out. I don't see it happening. Well, we'll see. Remember, Erasmo, don't go Biden on us. Hell no.
Smelling people's hair. No, for smelling in people's hairs.
I think they meant going see now.